Hi, friends. In our time together today, I'm going to introduce the hymn, What Wondrous Love Is This? A few of our friends have asked us to learn this hymn, and I kind of wanted to do it as well. Um, we'll follow the usual format. You'll find a link to the music and tabs for this hymn at the top of the notes for this video. And one of the reasons it's important for that is I'm introducing this with a low D whistle, and you can play it on your high D whistle. But most transcriptions of this hymn are in the key of C, no flats or sharps, and you're not going to pull that off on your D whistle. So I transcribed it for us to play in the key of D. So that'll be helpful. I'll stand and walk us through the tune, and we'll just jump to a slow version of the Play Along with Scott section, and then we'll talk about any challenges, ornamentation, and what we know of the history of the hymn. So here is the tune, What Wondrous Love Is This? And it starts on an E on the lower octave. All right, it's a lovely hymn to play. I didn't mention if you read music, it's in 2/2 time, which is pretty different from a lot of what we've played. So that means there are 2 beats to a measure, and a half note gets 1 beat. And if you're not reading music, forget what I just said. Now, thinking through the difficulties, I don't think there really are any great difficulties. The highest note you're going to play is the E on the second octave. I say no difficulties, and then I squeak going into the E, right? I think that I'll say this as a difficulty and a beauty. This is a great tune for us to use if you're more of a beginner player. This is a brilliant tune to use to learn whole coverage, tone quality, and just walking through and playing a tune. And so it's brilliant for that. Now, if you're a more advanced player, you can get very expressive with this tune and really enjoy playing it. So use it in that way. There are a couple of things. Whoever composed this, I don't mean to jump into the history, there are a couple of interesting note transitions that if you're thinking, I'm expecting the next note, well, be careful on that. Because as you're getting in, like this is out of the first line. And based on how that's working, like 1 note at a time progression, you might think that you're going or, but you're going up to the B. So pay attention to that. Okay, and that happens a couple of times through the tune. So go back to the Play Along with Scott section, and pay attention to that. And I'll put the timings in the video so that you can do that if you like. As far as ornamentation goes, like I said, you could be really expressive with this, have fun with the tune. I wouldn't use a lot of, I would use some quick ornaments. I might cut and tap some, but I'm thinking vibrato, a little sliding, cut and tap or a roll here and there. Feel the tune as you play it. You know, don't just play it like I did in the Play Along with Scott section. You want to feel it while you play it. Actually, you want to feel every tune while you play it. I wouldn't throw with my transition from the B to the D there, but you see, such an opportunity to work on things. Just think through the history of the hymn. You know, there's so many hymns. We know, oh, like so-and-so wrote it. This is the experience. This is what was going on. This was the year. Not with this one. This hymn doesn't have a clear history at all. We know it's included in the 1811 collection published by Stith Mead, a Methodist minister from Virginia in 1811. From the comments I read and what people can discern, it's most likely that the tune existed and then somebody made the poem really to kind of go with this existing folk tune. I mean, this sounds like it could be any of the airs we play, right? But we don't know. It's a great tune to play. Look up the lyrics. You can find them, you know, all over the web. If you have a hymn book, you know, you can find it there. It's a fun tune. But love playing this tune. It's really good. Such a good opportunity to learn to play better for a more of a beginner player, and such an opportunity to be as expressive as you can for a slightly more advanced player. So I hope you enjoy playing this great hymn. What wondrous love is this? Until next time, my friends, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling.